Today I'm going to be running a battery backup test and normal test of my fire alarm system, automatic transfer switch for the fire alarm system just there, and the emergency stop. Not the emergency stop, the emergency exit sign, which is also on its own controller. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Alright, so here's the automatic transfer switch. Just two relays in a DIN rail enclosure, and basically it just switches between battery backup and the main power supply for the fire alarm system. One thing I want to note, the fire alarm system is totally different to the emergency lighting controller. Just down there, it's on a completely different circuit, and so they don't run together. So the exit sign has its own battery backup, and the fire alarm has its own massive battery backup. So I turn this on, should turn on, there we go. We can see 12.8 volts, usually it's around 13. That's its usual. So this is my battery box. It has two Anderson plugs, cigarette lighter, a Merit, and then two of the screw terminals, a USB that I've installed, and a voltage cutoff behind this heatsink. Now this Anderson has an Anderson cable coming out that goes up to the auto transfer switch that then can feed the fire alarm. Let's first test the exit sign. Okay, so this RCD is the RCD that controls this entire room, lights and all. So it will kill power to this entire room. Everything's off this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a test on this while I'm at it to make sure it's still in working condition. We should see the exit sign come on. Now, the one thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn the fire alarm straight off, and then we'll do that later. So, run a test, and you can see, if I can get it to focus, that it does light up and all the lights are off. There is a little bit of illumination on the floor, but the camera can't really pick it up. It shows you where the exit is so you can walk out. So let's turn this back on. I can't even see it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we can turn the fire alarm on. We can make sure our battery backup is hooked up, which yes it is, and everything's booting up now. Google will boot up in a second. There it goes. Oh, just lost the key. Okay, so one thing with this fire alarm, it's designed for the fire alarm to be going off and then the power to go out. So it has a special relay that re-trips it once the power goes out. So it will trip when the power goes out, even if the alarm isn't going. Battery backup's on. I'm gonna go over here and trip it. So you can see immediately there's an emergency light on this, there's a strobe, and there's a strobe up there. Now you can see exit sign's on, and this is basically altogether enough to illuminate the entire room, really. And see here, I'm not gonna turn the, actually I can do it really quickly. That's what the beeper sounds like. So I will trip the alarm this time while the power is still on. Battery backup's still on, and now I will trip this, and you can see there was literally no delay. This is my fire alarm, exit sign, and this is the controller for the exit sign. So actually when this is tripped, the switch here, you can actually turn it on and off. It will turn on and off the battery backup. So if you're in a very long power outage, and this thing can last a couple of days on battery backup, same with the fire alarm, but if you're in a really long blackout, you can just turn it off if you don't need it. So it actually up here, it has its own DIN box. It has two breakers which turn off the main supply that's feeding it when all the lights are on and the main power's on. It has a relay that switches it from the battery, which comes in from the controller, battery and main, switches it from battery to main and vice versa. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.